What up, though? Welcome to the Beat Factory 313 War Story Podcast. And I am your host, The Juice. And we got today with us, tell them your name, sweetheart.
Letitia,
And
known as Tasha,
that's right. Where you from, Tasha?
the east side of Detroit.
And let us know how you got to there.
Well, it's been a long journey. I was a booster for 30 years, and I guess I just ran into the wrong went boosting at the wrong time that day and caught a 5-year bid. So I'm currently incarcerated. I'm on my way home, 58 days, but I've done 58 months.
Congratulations. And they gave you 5 years for booster. So tell us how you ended up with 5 years for booster. What level was
because
that?
Because he felt like the judge felt like that I had been given so many chances because of my age and my record. So he felt like I was a career criminal. Okay. Basically, so.
And what level of booster was you on? What type of clientele was you supplying?
Basically, I had a lot of clientele that
What quality things you was getting?
I was getting everything from Lululemon to Victoria's Secret to Neiman Marcus to Gucci, Shambe, basically I can go to any store and get anything. I mean, that was the adrenaline rush, knowing that I can do that any store, anywhere, Foot Locker, any gym shoe store, any store in the mall was not off limits. Anything wasn't off limits.
And on this particular incident, when you was caught on this incident, what had happened? What was the events of that day?
It was December the 1st, and I should not have been in the mall that day because every booster know that around the holidays they hire extra security. But I had seemed to have forgot that. I was doing so much, and I was doing shit I ain't had no business doing. So my judgment was off. And I went in there on December the 1st, and they had extra security. Got my judgment clouded, and I end up still going against knowing, it's rules to the game. Everybody has rules to every game that they're in. And the rules to boosting around the holidays, should be done with your shoplifting before the holidays. Because that this wouldn't have happened had I been done like I was supposed to have been. So, and yeah, basically.
And so what transpired?
I got arrested by an undercover officer, not a loss prevention, but I had loaded up like 200 leggings in each bag. This day, I didn't have anybody working with me. I was working alone. I had like 200 leggings at $89, $90 a pop. So maybe a couple $1,000 that day. At that particular store, but like I said, the undercover was in there, so they caught me. And then when I got caught, I found it out, and then I went and I had got sentenced. But I was already on probation when I got sentenced.
Okay.
So that's what made my scores up and put me in a higher category to get sentenced to this 5 years that they gave.
So at the time, you have children?
Yes, I have 3 boys and 1 daughter. And my daughter was 12 when I came to prison, and my youngest boy was 15 when I came, and my middle son, I want to say, was like 22, and my oldest son, I want to say, like 23 when I came, 24.
Okay. And they didn't take none of that in consideration? Judge didn't take none of that in consideration?
None of it. No, none of it. Not at all.
So how you...
All he seen... one thing I had against me too, I was in Oakland County. All us black folks know you don't mess around in Oakland County.
For real. You feel me?
Yeah, so they pretty much, I had Judge Warren, if anybody know about Oakland County, they know Judge Warren hang anybody that's of color. It don't matter what you come from. Sitting on the sidewalk, you doing time if you get Judge Warren.
Okay. And so what transpired with your children then?
Well, my daughter went to live with her father. My 2 oldest sons were grown, and my youngest son, I tried to place him with his dad, but he kept being rebellious, and he didn't want to stay with I guess his dad, so he kept running away, and he was just left on the streets to fend for himself. And he was 15 at the time, and so he ended up finding an adult, and he put an apartment in the adult name, and he pretty much just groomed himself there into the young man that he is today, which he's 20 today.
Was you in contact with every step, though, even though he was out there on his own at 15?
Every day, all day, every day.
That's
every day, all day.
And
we had contact every day, all day. I still mother him from the phone every day, all day. I still encouraged him. I still had to keep him rooted as best I could through a phone.
Mm-hmm. Let them know who we talking about.
We talking about Mar, Lil Mar.
Lil Mar, everybody, Lil Mar, SG, Lil Mar, with that new hit single.
SG.
With that new hit single
SG Mar.
What's the name? What's the name of that hit single he got out right now? What's the name?
SG Mar. SG Mar.
Mm-hmm.
It's on YouTube and it's also on his page. LILMAR 48. That's the Instagram. And I can't think record. I got the song around. It don't have it on me. Shame on me. But I don't have it right on me. But if you go to YouTube and pull it up with SG Mar, you'll see it in the bio or whatever on the YouTube.
And tell us what type of individual SG Mar is from his mom's point
Oh
of
my
view.
gosh. Since he was 10 years old, he been jumping out of limos. Since he was 10, they thought he was a star when he was 10 because his mom had him like that.
That's right.
So he's always been he's always been a nickname for him. When he graduated from 5th grade, instead of him wanting Jordans, he said, "Mom, I want a suit and tie." I went and got my baby Taylor for a suit and tie because that's what he said he wanted. And he was only 10 then. So he always been advanced for his age. He always been ahead of his time.
Mm-hmm.
And now God is just, blessing him. He's getting his generational blessings. Blessings is just flowing on him because he's awesome. He's an awesome kid, an awesome son, awesome brother,
That's good.
To his siblings. They all look up to him. They all crazy about him. His friends. He's just loved by everyone. No. And God has blessed his voice, so he got a message to give the world, and he's giving it.
And how long have you known him to be into music?
For the last 5 years. No. He wrote a song about me, his mom being locked up. He gonna have to put that on YouTube too. He made that like 2-3 years ago. He said they tricked his mom out of 5 years. He goes something like that, but it's really nice. He played it for me. So that was one of the songs that he made about his mom. So he made a few songs.
Mm-hmm. And how has it been? How has uphill battle been dealing without you being there from
Oh my gosh, it's been hard. It's been hard. I've only seen my son out of these 5 years. I've only seen him 3 times because when he came to visit in person, mm-hmm. It was so hard on him to see me that I wouldn't put him through that again. So I told him COVID was here and they stopped the visit. So that, he didn't have to worry about trying to come back up here because he couldn't handle seeing me locked up like this. And I didn't want to, as a mom, you want to see your kid, but if it's hard on your kid, mm-hmm. You're going to do what's best for your kid. So it's best that we talk on the phone, versus him coming to see me in person. He can't handle it mentally. My mom said he cried all the way home. He cried all the way in the visiting room, the whole visit. So it was very stressful, and it made me feel bad as a mom to see my son hurting like that because he's been without his mom. And Harry was my boy. He was always up under my coattail,
Mm-hmm. And let the people know what you go through as being an incarcerated mother. See, they always hear the men's side of you. I want the women to share their side of you as being a mother because y'all the nurturers of the children.
It's so hard. Like every night I go to sleep, I pray my Lord, my soul to keep. And I pray for my children. But at the end of the day, when you got black men out there combing the earth, I'm never at peace mentally. I always got to wake up to the next day to get to the phone to make sure all my black men is still my black men waiting on me. Mm-hmm. So every day it's like you holding your breath, getting through to the next day. And I've been doing this for the last 5 years. Like I say my prayers and, I trust in God with my kids' that's all I could do when I left. I couldn't trust for anyone else to take care of them. So all I had to do, all I could do, and all I know how to do is, have God to protect my kids. I'm being black men, living in the society we live in today. It's stressful alone, just them being, combing the earth.
Hmm. So what's your plans? I know you say you're on your way home. So what's your plans on when you hit the ground?
What I'm thinking of doing a nonprofit. I want to help teenagers. I want to do workshops and teach young girls self love. I see a lot of young girls that come to prison like 18 and 19. They don't know their self worth. They don't know that it's an honor to have our color skin. No one has gave them integrity and morals, and they get out caught up and they take cases for guys because they think this is the way he's gonna love me. But I'm thinking if they're taught as from a young age their self worth, that they'll hold themselves to a higher standard, and we might get more success of keeping our young.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I want you to call back when you get a chance. So what is some of the stuff you think they should need implemented as far as job skills, any of that?
They need a lot of job training. They need a lot of psychological training. And just people to like basically tell their story, like pour into them what they have to offer them. You know what I mean? Like what I've been through as a black mother, what I've been through as a incarcerated mother, not being able to be physically with my kids. I've seen a need for things such as, like I say, self love is one thing. Education. Education is everything. You need your education today. They don't want to go to college, and they need to, so they don't have to be a booster like I was for 30 years. They can go to college and they can be a judge. They can be a doctor.
That's right. I'm glad you said that. You got to call back and get people more because you was cut short.
Thank you for using GTL.
That was Lakita Neal Murphy. She'll be on her way home. That's SG Marmar's mother. She had a message to bring. I had to bring the women's side to y'all. To shine some light on what the women go through, because they are the nurturers of the land. You know what I'm saying? They are the provider. They are providers to the children. They the main ones that deal with the children. So we got to uplift all of humanity. So we had to bring that. Thank you for everybody that tapped in, like, share, comment on this, and let's keep this pushing. And let y'all know that the streets ain't what it is, not for man or woman. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our stuff right and each one teach one. I'll be back. I'm gonna cut this short because I got a few more calls coming in, so I'm gonna get prepared. Thank all the viewers for tapping in. I need y'all to go like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment in there and hit that like button. And I'll be back. I am Juice from Beat Factory 313 War Stories Podcast. Thank y'all for tapping in, and we'll be back in a minute. And we out.